Well, slots is important.
Oh, you and Slots work out something?
Well, I want to talk to him.
Where is he? Damn, who's gonna make the same 5 jokes?
Oh no, you got the covered, fish. Slots has pretty good insight. I don't know.
We just need No, you know what? He's like he's like one of those action figures that you press a button and it has like a set of pre-recorded catchphrases, you know, of recording.
No, that's Z-Man's.
Except when like someone asks a question about a game and then he has some insight instead of just saying, "Oh, that's fucking terrible."
Well, the thing that Slots like is we had to put a moratorium on self-deprecation in the LBS until we figure out what the hell is going on, because we can't keep putting ourselves down.
Yes, we can.
It's our greatest export.
Literally, no one when they're listening to a podcast thinks it's funny. I don't actually care when people.
I don't think
that it's funny. Like, what do you want about?
I just say I'm tired of it.
You're tired
just
of
because
everything.
You don't think it's funny doesn't mean everybody else here doesn't think it's funny.
Man,
self-deprecation is an age-old, like, it's age-old humor.
It's not
it's
funny.
Literally the bread and butter of comedy.
It's gotten. I understand what Mao's saying. It's gotten a bit trite in this day and age.
You're trite.
Damn.
Or the two boring, humorless people complaining about comedy again.
One of these days. Excuse you, I am the wellspring from which this podcast flows.
Oh, excuse me, Mao. Please tell me about the funny voices again.
What work do you fucking do for this podcast, Mao? Apart from read comments?
Shit that comes into my head, and then it gets put in the cold oven. I know
I don't even have those.
Do you?
Please make a goofy voice while you talk about how the funny voices are funny. That's my favorite Mao gag.
Just ripping into each other. This is my favorite gag.
I'm JG. I like funny voices.
What?
Did you know I like error games and want to die? Oh, that's me.
Alright. Mao's pretty good at fucking voices and comedy.
H games. I
don't even talk about H games anymore.
Ace Combat, Buddy.
What?
No one else to get that. Never mind.
Why do you turn Australian whenever you say buddy? Why can you not?
I don't turn Australian. I just say buddy.
That's Canadian.
Oh yeah, I guess that is the Canuck coming out.
Oh god, let's just start this, please.
This better be the cold opening. That's really good. This is top quality content.
The best content is the content that you say is top content.
Yeah, that makes it not top content anymore. I don't know.
Weird Craig broadcast when you talk. It's like a motion sensor for voices.
What?
Welcome to the Corrupted Save podcast. I'm your host, Animitch. Today I'm joined by Abby. Fishheads. JG.
A motion sensor for voice is just like a voice sensor, Mitch. You don't have to call it
a
Animitch.
No, that's you. That's me. Now,
that's right,
read comments.
Okay, we got a one comment.
Sick.
I have to say, last podcast we didn't get any views. I think it's because we tried to do a spooky theme, even though we didn't, and it was September, not October. But we did get a comment from Professor Fluffy. Don't worry, the question's not that bad this time.
Our greatest ally.
As the summer comes to an end, I sit here and ponder about something that feels as if it were missing. Slowly, the color fades from my face.
Yeah, slots.
As it does from the trees. When I realize what has been absent, there is no summer beach episode of the Corrupted Save podcast. Easy question. What is your favorite ice cream? Harder question. Describe an ice cream dish you would make for a video game. example, and then they posted the Senran Kagura ice cream where it's. I let the picture do the talking.
They can't see the picture, Mel.
It's
You have to describe it.
It's like it's a picture of an ice cream, right? And there's marshmallows, and then there's one of those like breadsticks that are sweet.
That's on a
And
breadstick.
You know what it is?
Breadsticks.
I don't know what it is. And it's tucked between two marshmallows, and there's some ice cream. It's supposed to simulate breasts. And like having something stuck between your breasts.
The
You know?
ninja scroll that's in the picture.
Yeah.
There
I
you
don't
go.
think they do that in the movie Ninja Scroll.
I like the idea of someone just jamming a fucking breadstick into their ice cream.
It's not a
That's how it's
breadstick.
happened. They're gelato.
What the fuck are those called?
Yeah, you made fun of me. I don't know what they're called
well,
either.
They're not breadsticks.
Wow, that's a couple.
Wafers?
Like a
Wafers,
like a
that's
wafer
it.
stick thing.
All right,
There was no
Abby.
beach episode because we don't like going outside.
Fucking hate the beach. It's
The
awful.
beach sucks. It's hot.
There was a
sand
beach
everywhere.
episode. Who
Terrible
would break the
people.
watermelon?
There's bobbit worms in the sand. That'll eat
Mal
your
would sit on it with
toes.
his fat ass. Break it.
You can't break.
That's probably the
sand.
Badass!
most out of any of us, so he could break it.
Ice cream though. I like ice cream. Coconut lime is pretty good. Like coconut,
Coconut
I think is just
lime?
pretty
Can
good.
you just go with something normal? Why is it gotta be
Coconut's
something
really
weird?
good though. Coconut ice cream
To be
is so
fair, Mal, I was
refreshing.
expecting you to say some form of vanilla. I'm proud of you.
Mm. The male human warrior of ice cream.
Pralines and cream is also very nice.
Cookie
proud of
dough for Ben and Jerry's cookie dough is fine, but I usually just go for vanilla.
Oh shit!
Is that
What?
mix match?
Can't believe it.
I'll say this and then we can edit it in. You can edit
Great.
it in. Ready?
Yeah.
And jobless cactus expert.
Incredible. What's happening?
Hey,
There we go.
Yeah,
What's your favorite ice cream, Slots?
Excuse me?
What's your favorite ice cream?
It's a viewer question, a listener question.
We don't have listeners. It's mint chocolate chip because I'm a special snowflake.
Mm. I think Mao's was more special than yours.
Oh, what did Matt say?
Coconut and lime.
Oh my god, what the fuck, Mal?
It's fine.
I mean, it sounds great, but like, I've never fucking heard of it.
My favorite is Rocky Road because I'm a Rolling Stone, baby. Yeah.
so I like the soft serve classic twist. I like to imagine that the white part of it is me, and the dark part of it is my dark skinned waifu.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
My favorite ice cream is the vanilla of ice cream. Chocolate.
That's right.
Oh shit, I want to die.
Chocolate ice cream tastes disgusting to me.
All right, now we have to
Doesn't
ask the real
Taste
question.
like chocolate.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Describe
It
Ice
tastes
cream
like
dish.
chocolate. Oh no.
Yeah, describe an ice cream dish you'd make for a
So I'm
video
gonna
game.
cheat. In Artenelico, they've got a barbecue soda. So I'm thinking like a barbecue ice cream sundae. Just throw a piece of rib on top of your ice cream sundae. Mix it up real good. I'm sure that tastes
I mean,
awful.
Yeah,
No.
that sounds
Have
terrible.
you ever
Sweet-
gone to McDonald's and you see people dipping their French fries in their McFlurries?
No,
Oh,
because
that's
their
the thing
machine's
that
always
people have
broken.
done for ages.
I'd do that. I don't have any shame.
It's good.
I think I
Oh.
would climb in my car and put it through the front of the McDonald's if I saw someone do that.
Don't,
I
you
judge
can't say
every
that.
single person who goes to McDonald's. It's really awful when I try to go to another place and there's someone blocking the road because they want to go into McDonald's and they're wasting my fucking time.
Have you people rolling up? Have you people never put your French fries in milkshake?
No, it's gross.
It's good.
You're-
I have,
No.
because I'm not a
No.
fucking
I
normie.
look. Okay, sweet and meat do go together. If anyone who's ever had
Where's the
pancakes-
meat in French
meat.
fries?
I'm talking in general now. As anyone
You're
who's
not
ever
talking in
had,
general. You're in podcast room.
But
Got him.
Ding!
Got it.
like sausages and pancakes and maple syrup go really good together. So why not like ribs and ice cream? I agree with JG.
It's not an agree.
That's terrible.
Well, see, the thing about barbecue ribs is that, like, the barbecue sauce is generally pretty sweet anyway.
And it's bad.
Okay, Abby.
Yeah, but you'd have to drink the stuff afterwards.
The stuff.
So
You know,
video
like the
game
melted
related.
ice.
Barbecue sauce and leftover ice cream,
Some meat chunks in there, probably.
Video game related
syrup.
ice cream.
What would be like a Drakengard themed ice cream?
It would be blood.
It would scream at
Yeah,
you.
it'd be like.
It would be served in a
Probably-
child's skull
Yeah, you could easily make like a baby with some scooped ice cream, and you just put
with a side of
strawberry
incest.
sauce on it.
It's like a baby like marshmallow thing with like a chocolate dragon popping out of the skull. There's a bunch of like red syrup around it. There you go.
What?
I would do a Shin Megami Tensei related one where it's like 2 scoops of red and blue ice cream, and you have to mix it together to get a new flavor, which is green and it's neutral. Got chaos and law, and you have to have a little bit of both to get neutral.
Wait, red and blue make green?
It's ice cream. Food science. If people can make like
Classic
rock,
oversight.
if people can make rock candy geos,
Now I think your ice cream is
people can
glitched.
figure this out.
Mouse starts to make neutral, and instead he makes anarchy.
I don't know what the flavors would be. I guess like the red would be like strawberry or cherry, but blue, like my first thought of blue would be like toothpaste.
Raspberry.
I don't know what a blue
Bubblegum.
Raspberry.
bubblegum. No, not bubble. Yeah, raspberry. Raspberries are
Blueberry.
red though. What about blueberry?
Probably
I
just
guess?
used food dye to color it,
Yeah,
which I
guess so.
imagine is what they do with most flavored ice creams anyway.
Yeah, but doesn't it make it taste blue though?
Well,
What?
You know, like people
You
ascribe
can add the
colors to music.
yeah.
You can
So
ascribe
it's
colours to
Colours.
taste.
what the fuck?
anyway.
Wow.
I'd make a Kirby ice cream. You get strawberry ice cream and you scoop it into a ball, and then you put some stuff on it, and it's Kirby.
Sick.
And it could swallow other ice cream flavors to become them.
Like your dick.
What?
Oh.
How about Dark Souls ice cream and you put it in the freezer in like a deep freeze so that it's really hard because Dark Souls is hard.
Get it.
Like though. Is it alright?
So what do you got, Slots? Let's hear it.
Oh, this is gonna be really good. Okay, so I'm gonna go the obvious route. I'm gonna say Pokemon themed ice cream, right? And it's themed after Vanillux, obviously the best Pokemon, and it's just vanilla ice cream in a cone. That's it.
You just eat you kill a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Just eating it. Guess you're right.
Well, thanks for the question.
Yeah. Also, I had to say something about Professor Fluffy. Besides being a friend of the podcast, every time I looked at his avatar, I always thought it was Professor Layton. Like
I am
I know
pretty
it's a
sure it's the
hat.
Professor Layton hat on a rabbit.
but it's a rabbit. I only realized
Yeah.
it's a rabbit until later. I always skimmed over. it.
Like
I thought-
how later, like this episode or
No, like 2 weeks ago.
okay, that's still
So like
bad
this episode.
because I think he's been commenting since we started, which was at
Yeah,
the start of
maybe.
the year. Mel,
Only
Come
now
on.
do we truly appreciate him. We're at our lowest.
Now that he's the only one left. So, not a lot has happened since we last recorded, so we're kind of
Yeah.
struggling for news.
Oh,
What have we got, fish heads?
Telltale Games is dying.
This is
I
breaking.
thought
Yeah,
that should be.
it's just
I thought
that.
that should be our main event.
Yeah.
Let's
Not
go right into
TGS,
it.
Telltale Games.
Oh, what about whatever? Telltale Games is dying.
Dead.
They're not
Dead.
dying. They're dead.
They're just
We
done.
got 25 like
completely gone.
people.
All they're doing, they're not completely gone. They're fulfilling their contractual
They're
obligations.
They're really not.
They're concarne.
There's only 25 people there, and they're working on Minecraft story mode for Netflix.
Oh
That's real.
There's no way that's real.
So
That is real.
I guess
wanna die.
no one realized how dire.
no! So do they probably.
No one realized how dire the situation was at Telltale.
Yeah, I
guess.
And I mean, this is just a comment on the news story. So who knows if it's true? Multiple employees saying they were let go with 30 minutes notice and no severance pay.
You should.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
a lot of developers from Telltale have been coming out and saying, like, I did all that crunch time so I could just get walked out of the fucking door.
It's pretty good.
Fucking idiot.
Well, the main theory is that, like, people were saying when they expanded after The Walking Dead and their subsequent successes, it was weird then. And now here's, like, the payoff for their weird expansion.
How much honestly did those games actually make is the problem, I think, because they made
Too much.
put out so many, and obviously the quality was
It's
all
not
over
I
the
posted
place.
in this chat.
Yeah,
you
you
did
did.
post in this chat. But it's
Yeah, I
buried
posted
by-
the graph.
That's not sales though. That's just like the number of people who played
It's a
it and
good-
everything.
It's a good graph though.
Yeah,
It
Look
kind
at
of
the-
shows interest.
Look at the drop off, even on like from The Walking Dead season 1 to
Yeah,
season
so like
2.
Walking Dead had it was really good, and then instantly everything's downhill from there until you get to the last ones where they're just nothing.
Which would have been fine had they not, like, ballooned their organization the way they did. Because they were working, like, on 8 games at the same time at one point.
Yeah, what I think may have happened is they tried to appeal to too many audiences at the same time. Because I want to say the adventure game audience is on its own too niche and too uncaring about the way Telltale does it to really justify like cornering that demographic. And then on top of that, like, okay, I bought The Wolf Among Us and The Walking Dead Season 1. I'm not going to buy Game of Thrones Telltale. I'm not going to buy Minecraft Story Mode Telltale. I'm not going to buy, that kind of thing. Like, they try to appeal to too many different kinds of people and just spread themselves thin, yeah.
Well, I think the other thing, maybe people figured, but I don't know. Even then, like the drop off is so big that it must. I guess The Walking Dead season 1 was just kind of lightning in a bottle.
People were really into Walking Dead in general, so when they saw a game for it, it's like, oh, I want to play this, and they resonated with them. And then they don't give a shit about anything else.
I don't think that's entirely true because didn't The Walking Dead Season 1 come out before The Walking Dead TV show?
I mean, it was already
No, it was
popular.
around the first or second
Was it?
season, I think.
Okay, sorry.
I was gonna say, like, you can't discount how different that game was because, like, most adventure games are tedious.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead, at least the first season, had a little bit of that tedium that adventure games usually have, but for the most part, it's streamlined.
Well, the thing is it's not like you're really
Most puzzles have one solution, and they're
not really even puzzles, I would say.
well, you need to find a key item and then you use that key
Yeah.
item on a thing, and there's very little inventory.
But like
management.
compared to classic adventure games where you can go like all over the place, usually you're pretty limited into one area. Like I seem to remember the most you can ever explore in season 1, which is the only Telltale game I've played, is like in episode 2 you can wander around the farm, maybe. Am I remembering that correctly? I could be wrong.
The farm was episode 1, I think.
Yeah.
No, it was episode 2. No, the farm with the
Oh,
cannibals.
The other farm.
The
Yeah, it's-
cannibals.
Spoiler for a 7-year-old or 6-year-old game.
They came out
Yeah.
6 years ago.
Do you think it's because the licenses were also super expensive as well, maybe? How expensive do you think, like, a Game of Thrones or
Were they
Batman
buying the licenses, or were they like, I don't know, getting
Revenue deals.
I don't know
Well,
how
they must
this
have
stuff
bought the
works.
license because otherwise they wouldn't have been able to like port it to a whole bunch of different systems.
Right. I imagine Guardians of the Galaxy
Oh,
could
yeah.
cost a lot since it's Disney.
And looking at it, it didn't do so hot.
No.
It's because it was bad.
What a surprise.
I don't know. Like I said, Borderlands was their best game, and that was pretty late into
Was it?
Batman
I don't know
was-
about that.
Borderlands was extremely good, and no one played it because it came out after
Because
Game of
Borderlands.
Thrones. Also, that
No,
yeah.
it says
Because Borderlands, like they just picked a
Who-
bad thing to make
Was
something
it
good.
Gearbox who wrote the Borderlands game, or did
they
they write
had
it?
They had
It was a
Anthony Birch
cooperative
right
thing.
on like one or two of them, and I seem to remember people saying that you can tell which writing is his. I wonder why.
So The Walking Dead, the first season had two of the main writers, and then they left immediately after. So that's the difference
that's a good sign.
quality. Because, you know, Telltale Games were kind of shit before Walking Dead Season 1, and then they were just riding on the coattails of that success. But the writers left.
Yeah, people hate Sam and Max.
Well, they hate the Jurassic Park game, and I haven't heard too good things about the Wallace and Gromit and Back to the Future games.
There's a Wallace and Gromit game?
I heard good things.
Yes.
about it.
Yeah. I think I have it. I bought like a
Why?
big Telltale pack at some point. Don't know why.
Probably
Yeah.
because it was on sale.
No, it was like through Humble
Oh.
Bundle or something, I think. Humble Mumble.
Mumble mumble.
Thanks. Mitch, are you tapping your mic?
No, I'm rolling my scroll wheel.
Please stop.
What?
But,
Please use to talk. Please.
we don't need it anymore. We got Craig.
For
Don't
my
you have to
sanity,
edit
because I have to
everything,
listen
yeah.
to it.
Think of
You
it.
can just mute it.
Fish heads
Ew.
labors over a hot stove to get our podcast out. And what are you doing here? You're pissing it all away.
I'm pissing
Maybe
on
if
the
you
stove.
had a job where you worked 7 hours
You're-
a day, stand.
You know
Well, this-
what you are, Mitch? Remember JG's shout out? You're Colonel Sanders coming in and shoving
What?
your hand into the chicken.
I don't remember this shout
So I
out
have
at
to-
all.
Mashed potatoes?
The mashed
Yes.
potatoes. And then saying the N word. Fuck you, Mitch.
So that rest in peace, Telltale.
Nah, fuck 'em.
No, nah, fuck them.
Clementine died on her way back to her home planet. So
Probably deserved it.
I remember that scene.
someone else posted on Twitter, so I'm just stealing their
That's
joke.
fine.
I'm gonna steal
Good
someone else's
content.
joke. Bankruptcy, a Telltale story.
Nice.
Anyway,
I don't get it.
TGSU is actually no. We'll talk about the Nintendo Direct. You watched the Nintendo Direct.
The most important thing about the Nintendo Direct is that it gave us a lot of gender bending Bowser art.
Excuse me?
Okay,
It
but why? though?
exploded. Because they revealed that Princess Peach is actually just a toad who ate a princess mushroom.
No.
What?
Excuse me?
There's just a no.
Yeah.
That's not the law. There's just a
Yeah, it is. Like
there's
Toadette,
just a power up.
they gave Toadette a princess power up that turns her into Princess Peach. And so people are just like making fan art of what if you gave that power up to Bowser.
They're making a lot of art. A lot of it.
There's a lot.
They're
of
making
it.
a lot of it. It's everywhere. It's absolutely
It was
everywhere.
trending number 6 in Japan.
Yeah.
I hate.
You know she's gonna become a real character now.
Just imagine. Well, they're gonna change the design though, and everyone's gonna be upset.
I'm gonna look at the Mario wiki right now.
It won't be on there.
I can't be having this.
It's like this.
No, I know that.
Bowser
No,
run
I
on the
mean the
ground.
Princess Peach lore.
I'm completely fine with this.
How compulsively do you think they update that?
It's a Mario wiki, so yeah, they're probably on that. Well, while Mel does that, we should probably talk about something we did watch.
What did we watch?
TGS.
TGSU.
I don't know what that is.
So, all of us have been killing ourselves staying up to late hours to watch Japanese
Not
people
us. Not me and
have
Mal.
awkward conversation into mics.
Not me. You have to fill me in because I haven't been watching any of it.
I was watching the Atlas thing the other day, and so they showed off some Catherine full body.
Yes.
For some reason, the new girl's hanging out in the nightmare, which means she probably has a
No,
dick.
she's just an alien or something. It's too obvious that she has a dick, and they already have a girl that has a dick in Catherine anyway.
I don't think. No, she doesn't have a dick
This
anymore.
Can't be more
But
girls.
she's not a sheep though, so there's maybe a chance that she's
You know what they're
just
doing.
like angel.
Sorry, you know what they're doing, JG? This is just like Persona 4 Golden. It's just Mary all over again. Or your super special magic waifu. I can't be having that. No, sir.
They cha-
Is that your new
Having
catchphrase?
that.
What?
They've changed her name. She's not Rin anymore. She's Catherine with a Q.
Catherine.
Quathrin.
Queefrin.
No.
It seems like there's a lot of
You didn't have to
There's a-
acknowledge it.
Queefrin.
Shut up! Fuck you.
there's a lot of new content in the game. Apparently, there's a scene where both Catherines attack you with
Yeah, it's
chainsaws.
fucking radical.
That's a metaphor for relationship.
So I'm hoping there's gonna be more more like bar segments because those are the best part
How
of the
much
game.
more alcohol trivia by Jameson Price is there?
I don't know. It's fucking liquor
No, I
drink.
need my trivia.
There's loads. There's a weird thing where there's multiple voice casts for this game in Japanese. You can
Yeah, Aoyuki's in it.
change specific characters to have different voices, so that's weird.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you about that, Abby. How do you feel about how you keep playing a genderless angel?
That's fine. She's played a lot of different characters.
So, like, are they going to get Troy Baker back for Vincent? That's the thing. All these Western voice actors,
Probably.
they voice weave shit, and then they get too big for their britches. They voice
I think he'll come back for Catherine. Catherine's a
they,
pretty
they
cool
voice
game.
a Sony man in a Sony game. They're like, I don't need to do this anymore. Hopefully, Yuri doesn't do this, even though he's moved on to bigger and brighter things.
Atlas also came out and they talked about Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
They talked about Fantasy Re.
Fantasy Re?
Fantasy
Their new
Re's still
fantasy
happening.
game. Yeah, it's called Fantasy Re.
Re.
Yeah, it's still happening. They're saying it's taking a long time because they have to develop the world from scratch, and that's difficult because it's a fantasy world. That probably means is that they're focusing on whatever the hell they're doing for Catherine because it's
You
turning out to
mean
be bigger
JG?
than
It's
they
like, oh
expected.
shit, we can't take pictures of Shibuya and Shinjuku and just call it a day with our modelers. We have to.
Yeah, he did kind of say that. It's actually kind of in the. He's like, yeah, like usually we just use Shibuya, but we can't like do that. Also, the Catherine there's going to be like Catherine DLC for Persona 5. That game that's not going to have DLC.
Yeah, no, that's
What do
not
you
what I
mean?
bring it.
So good job,
That's what I'm
Atlas.
I
bringing
thought it
back.
already had DLC, Catherine DLC.
No, they said Persona 5 wasn't going to have like dungeon or content DLC. But apparently,
Oh,
Oh, so we're getting content DLC now?
I think the Catherine stuff is content DLC. I could be very wrong. I didn't.
well, there's
read
already
anything
Catherine
because that would-
costumes, so I don't know what else it could be.
Yeah, probably.
Unless maybe voice changes. I don't know.
The thing is, you see Ishtar sitting at the bar, so I'm thinking it's content. Probably a new dungeon.
Okay, so out of the TGS stuff,
There was the PlayStation one.
Oh, you're talking about the pre-TGS thing.
Did we talk about that? No, we couldn't have. Yeah, I guess we talked about the
The
pre-stuff then.
PlayStation one.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
Well, let me
Yeah.
before we start with that.
awful.
Yeah, it was not great. Look at. I posted the link. You can see the thumbnail. It has a PlayStation 4 controller as a spaceship.
yeah.
That is not how I would design a spaceship in the form of a PlayStation controller. Because if you look where its thrusters are. They're always angling down. Like, how would you fly straight? I would do it where the thrusters would be on the shoulder buttons. That's where I would put the thruster. Or maybe on the light bar on the back. That makes more sense.
But then you're holding it backwards.
It's not backwards.
It would be backwards.
No.
And you can just like angle it in order to fly straight. You'll find that space
Yeah, but then
doesn't really
where?
have a single direction that you have to go.
Yeah, but
in.
where is the viewing deck then?
Probably on the touchscreen.
Yeah, but then if you're going forward, you're looking downwards.
No, you can look straight.
No, because
You just angle the ship.
no, I don't like that. How do you land it
And
properly?
then you have like the analog sticks can shoot missiles because they're angled in such a way that they can actually do that.
All right, let's find out who designed this image so that Mitch can air his grievances. I'm looking it up now.
How are you gonna find that?
I don't know.
Anyway, the conference started with a
Teddy Lloyd doing
Teddy
like
Lloyd.
15 minutes of his routine of DJing, and they
Out there doing his best to an audience that just does not care.
Was he good?
he is good. I like his music, but like the audience was just kind of
Well,
sitting
that's-
there.
That's just Japanese audience, isn't it?
No, it's not. Japanese audience participate.
They'll get
Like,
into
that's
it.
kind of their thing.
Like
After
I don't
that-
know why. I don't know why Sony keeps doing that. Why do they keep bringing people out to do music in front of audiences that don't give a shit? They got to stop
man.
this.
Can't be
It's
as bad
just
as
like that.
Bethesda and Andrew WK.
That was also bad.
Could
Like
be.
nobody cared. Nobody
care.
cares about your music. Just get to the fucking video game.
They care.
So, there was a new video game showed. I thought it was Dragon's Dogma or something.
What's that? It's a side game.
Is it
so-
Capcom?
No, it's
Side games.
It's side games.
Side games is getting into everything.
Side games have been into everything for a while. It's just now people.
What are
waking up
side
to it.
games responsible for?
Umumus-
They're
So-
responsible for
Fan.
mobile
Uma
games,
Musume.
anime,
One at a
and
time.
now real game, and now real games,
Uma Musume, the Shingeki
which hasn't
no-
happened yet.
Well, the anime is like they fund like
No, games.
games like gacha shit, but
Grand Blue Fantasy,
That's kind of a big deal.
Shadowverse.
That's
Grand Blue Fantasy
yeah,
is
the
kind of
well,
big.
Shadowverse as
Um,
well, I guess.
Yeah, Shadowverse is going into esports, and it's hilarious.
Oh,
Now they're working on this thing. They're sponsoring huge events. They sponsored Evo. They sponsored a fucking baseball game. They just had their fucking sponsorships there. Like they're getting really big.
yeah, they have so much money. Like, oh
Dangerously
god,
big.
we have to buy the legitimacy of this money now. And
So-
they're
It's
busy.
everything. They've got anime. They've got mobile games. They've got real
We
games.
get it.
And
Mitch,
they're
please.
big. It's
Yes.
called Project Awakening. It's a man fighting a lizard.
And
I
then he
liked
falls. Then he's about to fight Frost Giants, but it ends.
Yeah.
We know nothing about the game, but it looks like it could be neat.
I like sword man
It looks like
fighting
Deep Down got canceled.
dragon.
Yeah, when I saw it, I thought it was Deep Down.
Yeah.
It looked very much
Deep
like
down
Deep
is
Down,
not happening.
and it wasn't. I know it's not. They keep renewing it. They keep renewing it. It's like just kill it, please.
So I would like to remind everyone that I believe they announced Deep Down in 2013. That was 5 years ago, and I think that was the last we actually saw anything of it.
We kept getting news of them scrapping the whole thing and starting from zero.
Yeah, there was the second trailer where they showed that it was actually a video game interface
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah,
It's like Assassin's Creed, but you fight dragons.
but then like they kept losing the license for it and then like renewing it because they're not actually doing anything with it.
What the fuck are you doing, Capcom?
They're making Devil May Cry.
You know, I think they're big enough they can make multiple games at once. I don't know.
No, they're not.
They're not very
Okay.
good at
They're
it.
not Telltale. Should we talk about TGS?
Are you
proper?
guys excited for the last Remnant remastered? Is that a TGS thing?
Oh,
Don't
I am.
buy that.
I guess I'll have to
Kind of.
buy it again.
Don't buy that.
Maybe.
You might as well buy it. They didn't change anything.
Okay, so it depends on if they do actually change it, because
They said they're not
Apparently-
going to change anything.
no, I heard that like they were planning on, or they might have added new content. Like, where did you hear that?
There was an article that I read where they were like, "Yo, we're not going to change anything." Like that may have changed by now because Capcom or Square Enix.
Yeah, I
rather.
don't know, because like they're definitely adding the improvements. They're definitely adding the improvements from the PC version, and like they're finally bringing it to PlayStation, which is just really funny. Because for the longest time, you could just pre-order it for PlayStation 3 years after it wasn't a thing anymore.
It's weird they're expending the resources on remastering The Last Remnant. Like, how many people? Let's
mean,
be
you gotta-
real. How many people care about The Last Remnant?
Me.
Everyone
Abby.
that has played it.
Everyone
so
in
me,
this
Abby,
Discord.
Tim.
Yeah, like it's just like most people don't know anything about Last Remnant. All their experience with it is from the 360 version, which was garbage. So they think it's just a garbage game. They don't care for it. The only people who are into it have already played it and have played it so much that like, what would you get out of playing it again?
I just would buy it again. I want them to make more games like Last Remnant.
That I do want them to make more
That
things
might
like
be
Last
why
Remnant. It's a very
They're
unique
releasing
game.
it as to test the waters.
And it ends on a sequel hook, which will never happen. It's a really dumb sequel hook.
Well, that's what like every new IP does. It seems is end on a sequel hook. So
Oh, it's really lazy though.
Anyway,
Yeah, I hope that it becomes successful in some way and that they can make more of this kind of things. It's like my favorite style of JRPG.
Last Alive, the new front mission game that has ground combat in it. It looks great. Does anybody else care?
No.
Okay.
No mechs.
There are mechs, Mitch.
Yeah, but you can't pilot them.
Yes, you can. You can.
Well, you said you couldn't last time.
No, I didn't.
Last time we discussed it at
Why-
E3, I was like, oh, that looks neat. I like front mission. I hope you can pilot the mechs. And then JG was like, oh, you can't pilot the mechs.
I don't think I said that, Mitch.
That's 100%. Go back in
Roll the tape.
podcasts.
See, I was right.
Now I'll say if I was right, just in case. See, I was right, and then we can edit them in.
Oh, you're demanding so much of Fish.
Was there Sekiro stuff, or am I confusing that?
There was Sekiro stuff.
It didn't really add a... Oh yeah, it showed a few like bosses that were cool.
You can indeed die twice.
Yeah.
bark.
There's a big monkey. I like.
Yeah, you said it looked like a white man. You racist.
No, that's the ogres. The ogres look white.
I get it, Mal. Anime is white. We get it. I guess we can talk about TGS proper now, since no one cares about the prequel.
No! Then Nagoshi came up on stage, the big orange man himself, and he revealed the new game that the Yakuza team is working on, Judge Eyes.
Lawyer Man, the adventure.
Play as a detective in Kamurocho, and you go around solving mysteries, doing detective work, and also beating people up. It's coming out this year, and it was announced like a couple days ago, and it's coming out in December, and there's already a Western date announced for 2019, so that's crazy.
It looks weirdly like shit to me.
Damn.
Like, it looks bad.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
happy
The
for you,
environments
Mitch.
don't look great.
But the more I've seen,
What are you talking about?
the more I've seen of you and like Yakuza, it's like the less I actually want to bother with Yakuza. No offense.
Well, this isn't Yakuza, so
It's Yakuza, but you're a
start
cop.
fresh.
Come on,
You're a detective.
cop.
If it's anything like that, because you won't be a detective for most of the game.
Well, it emphasized a lot about detective work, like you gotta find clues and go in disguises and trail people.
Oh yeah, the
There's a
trailing
demo
was
right now.
really good, by the way.
Yeah.
I was
Yep.
impressed with how well that was done.
Yep, it's really good.
It's a shame it
There's
looks
two-
like it does.
There's two styles. It looks fine. I don't know what your problem is.
What are the two
I'm
styles?
excited for. I don't know because I can't read Japanese, but it's like one's more punny and the other's more kicky. Maybe you can jump off walls and do attacks off of walls. There's loads of stuff.
Okay. Is there any other TGS stuff?
Well, that's just the pre-show. We haven't even talked about proper.
Kingdom
Okay,
Hearts.
there's only a few
VR.
things to talk about in the actual show. Let's get them out of the way. Most importantly, Devil May Cry.
No, Kingdom Hearts. He just said Kingdom Hearts, Mal.
No one cares about Kingdom Hearts.
I want to talk about Skrillex.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about Skrillex. Skrillex.
yeah,
we
the
talked about it.
opening song has Skrillex in it.
All right, Mitch,
or something, right?
you do the joke you made yesterday, Mitch, because I don't want to steal your joke.
I didn't make a joke, did
Yeah,
I?
you did.
Oh, when you wub away You won't whoop me say.
So I wasn't
I
aware.
don't know why you found that funny.
I liked
It's
it a
funnier
lot.
in text format.
I
So I wasn't aware about how deep the Kingdom Hearts Skrillex lore goes.
It's one
So
tweet.
apparently, years ago, someone interviewed him and asked him where he would love, like his dream venue. He was like, "Have you ever played Kingdom Hearts? You know the place Destiny Island?"
Oh God. I mean, the kids on Destiny Islands are basically Skrillex's target audience, so this is smart business.
Also, like,
Oh shit!
his
Shots
name is just
fired.
the Killers with an X.
Oh God.
Rearranged.
The 16th member
Oh
of
my
Organization 13, Skrillex.
Wait, there's 15
I'm happy.
members of organization?
Um,
That's dumb. Shouldn't there be 13 members?
No,
okay,
there's
you know
more
what?
than-
No, I
there's
don't want to
definitely
know.
more
No,
than
I'm
13.
sorry.
Stop.
So you see a nobody.
No!
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 No.
Now,
Okay,
please tell me
what
what a
about
nobody is.
Devil May Cry 5?
That would make Cry 5.
What about
They
Devil May
released,
Cry 5?
in this vein, they released a 20-minute gameplay of Dante, like S-rank Dante, and it was fucking great! He looks great!
No, I got a
That's pretty-
question.
Yeah?
Is Patty in the game?
No.
Why would I care about this game then?
Damn.
Patty who?
Morrison is in, but he's black now. Anyway, it looks really good. We have
Yeah.
Just gonna skip
we have
over
a new
that. Huh?
weapon of Balrog, and it makes words, and it punches and it kicks, and you do god hand shit with it. It's cool.
I make words too, and always calls me cool. What the fuck?
Yeah, Dine looks great, and you got your gun trick sword. Like you have on the fly style switching because people were a little worried that might get taken out, but it's not. It's in.
Yeah, like watching the gameplay, it was really great to see him just switch between styles and weapons constantly.
I mean, the thing is, the guy like playing only uses trick sword. So, sorry, that's trickster and sword.
Yeah, I'm
master.
sure you can do even more stuff.
I don't like the UI. I hope they
I like.
change the
I'm
UI.
fine with the UI. It's fine.
I think the only part of it I'm not a huge fan of is like all of the like the visualizer coming off of the your ranking. That seems a little
like
distracting.
the audio thing. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But everything else looks really good. Like, my problems with DMC 5 so far are only very small ones. Like, I don't like.
Patty's not in it.
I don't like how everything's really drab. Like some things are drab, although they get to like a light area and there's more enemy variety and there's more colors going on. Like there's an enemy that's like a Dark Souls knight man. He's all silver. It looks great.
Is it a Souls like?
No, but there's also an enemy that's just Neto Angelo from 1,
Yeah.
like just as an enemy. But that's okay. They also brought back the mask fuckers from
Is
1
it?
as well. The nobodies, the ones who grow larger, the longer they're alive. They suck.
dudes
What's
with-
a nobody?
The dude, like the fucking dogs with hands on their backs.
Yes, that they're awful, but I guess maybe in this they should be a
Oh.
bit more well balanced.
Let's talk about the things that really matter.
What?
Trish looks like an old
What?
lady.
Trish looks a
Well,
little
she's
off.
older now.
Lady
She is an
looks
old
fine.
lady.
I don't know why people are complaining.
Lady
about
always looks fine, except I don't really like her in DMC4, but she looks fine there. But yeah, Lady's a good design. Can't mess that up.
Like they've aged. This is after
No,
2.
Trish is a demon.
Trish,
She doesn't have that.
can Trish even age?
Lady's like probably like 38 or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm so wiser to say we like Devil May Cry. Looks good.
You're going to talk about Dante's theme being removed?
Well, we don't know if it's removed for certain. It was really bad though.
So they put up the theme with like the Dante trailer, and then they almost instantly put it like they removed the video because everyone was
really didn't like the
complaining.
music.
Because like it's screamo shit, and
Yeah.
even better, like the people who made it, they put out a tweet talking about how like they made this for the foul-mouthed, edgy
Anti-hero
Dante.
Oh,
Anti-hero
no.
Dante. Like it was clear that they made the song after Dante.
Oh no.
And everyone was really upset about that, so they might just remove that and replace it with something new. which is really
then-
funny.
And then what happened?
And then what happened?
Oh, you don't know?
What happened, Mitch?
Don't fucking
Oh,
play.
it turns out the lead singer of that band.
Oh, that
was-
part, yeah.
What is it?
He's like accused
Accused of sexual misconduct of a minor last year.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So things aren't going well for him.
No.
I think this was a ways before they got contracted, so I don't know if Capcom.
Well, they said that the
care
song was
about
2
that.
years in the making.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So, for 2 years to make this?
Apparently, people just in general, like music-wise, they don't like Suicide Silence anyway. So, don't know why they picked them. If people meme about how Devil May Cry's always had bad music, that's not right.
Because it
Taste of Blood
does.
is- Taste of Blood
Yeah.
is great.
Shut up, Mal. It's bad.
It's great.
Like they picked, if it's a universally panned band, like they picked something great for Devil May Cry. Is that Yakuza Online?
Yakuza Online is probably going to be a mobile gacha game,
How
so
horrible.
ignore it. But the trailer itself is really cool. It shows the new Yakuza protagonist Ichiban. He's fighting a bunch of Omi Alliance gangs in the middle of Kamurocho, and then Akiyama comes to his aid, and then Majima and Saejima, and then Haruka comes and kicks some ass.
I can't imagine
then,
when this game takes place if they're fighting fucking Omi Alliance guys.
It can take place in any age, and then Kiryu comes.
I can't wait to roll the gacha and get like 3 homeless men and like one of the fucking fish guy from 3. I just don't know if gacha's real good for Yakuza.
There's no
I
waifus.
think it's gonna be like
There's no waifus except for like the Jav girls. You could do that.
all the fighters in the underground arena.
Maybe like you roll for upgrades, kind of like you do in like the Final
It's-
Fantasy games, where you just unlock characters and you roll for weapons and shit.
It's probably gonna be like the clan minigame from 6 and Kiwami 2. The clan
Aren't there
maker.
like a bunch of...
That's what I think.
There's
it's
all
gonna
kinds
be like.
of unique thugs, though, that you could roll for. I don't know. As like your kind of shitty fodder ones, right?
Who knows?
I don't
I'm
know.
not excited for
No,
it.
there's a bunch of there's a bunch of shitty fodder named people. Yeah.
Yeah, but like there may be like 3 Yakuza characters.
Daigo.
You actually, yeah, Daigo. I can't wait to have a whole party of Daigos, man. Let me tell you, they'll beat up so many high school students. See, that's what I mean. There's not like a lot of mid rankers you
I don't
want
know.
in
I
your
don't know what they're
fucking
gonna
team.
do.
That
Okay.
guy's TTS.
Yeah,
Right.
it's kind of boring. Whatever.
It's because you fucks didn't watch it.
Well,
Yeah.
I really don't...
well,
None of these conferences
what I
are
watch from
interesting to
TGS
talk
is
about.
I watch the D3 publisher live streams that have been going out every day, where they don't talk about a lot. They talk about Earth Defense Force and Mega
Very little.
Labyrinth Live, but they have like little. Oh, Arano! Arano was on.
He had to talk to a really
one of
big
the live
lady.
streams. Yeah, he did.
I was kind of hoping
I don't
they'd
know,
announce
fun.
White
I
Knight
like that.
Chronicles 3.
Oh yeah.
Eh.
But you know what they did announce? They announced One Chanbara Origin, which
Moving
is a remake
on.
of the first and second One Chanbara game. That was never released in America. It was released in Europe and Japan. It was released as it was
Alright.
part of the Simple
This
series
is
in
Mitch
Japan,
core segment.
and it
All I can hear
It
is
was-
Mitch scrolling his mouse. It's weird.
it was released as Zombie Zone in Europe.
Make sure to cut
what's-
all of that out.
No, One Chanbara is good.
I'll take your word for it.
You got anything else?
Well, Mitch, it finally came to pass. PS Vita production
What?
is ending in 2019 in Japan.
Yeah, it's over.
The end of life itself. Vita means
That's
life.
just because they're announcing
good joke. I don't wanna
Second
laugh.
Life 2.
What?
That's not good, bitch.
What?
Like, I get the joke.
It's
It's
too
not
much of a
good.
stretch. It doesn't work.
They did announce
Right.
that they're not working on a successor, so
Unsurprisingly.
They're just gonna do that fucking console portable
They
hybrid.
might.
no, they're not even gonna try that.
They
Probably.
really like to copy Nintendo
I guarantee
just
it.
constantly.
I mean, they tried the console hybrid first. Like they were the forefront, and it was
Like
bad.
what?
It did not
What?
work.
With the Vita.
Yeah, with the Vita,
Oh, the PlayStation.
remote play is basically that. It's
Yeah.
just bad.
True.
But they are copying Nintendo with their fucking mini PS1 thing.
That's a good idea, though.
Is it?
I think so.
Why?
Well, it's
I
a
don't
good
know.
idea
I
because
just
now Nintendo has taken down all the ROM sites.
I mean,
No,
the
they're taking
problem-
down a few of the
and
more
there's-
popular ones, but they're not good anyway. So,
Damn.
use those.
The problem with the mini PS1 is like I can't think of 5 PS1 games that I want.
Final Fantasy
Well,
VII.
it's
Valkyrie
is already
Profile?
confirmed.
Tekken 3.
Yeah,
Tekken 3. What's
Tekken 3.
Tekken 3 is
Tekken
good.
3's the best one!
I
Tekken
like
3 is good,
Tekken
but,
3.
like,
Are you
why?
really trying to play Tekken 3 right now? No, that's
That's like if the SNES
Wild
movie
Arms
included
is on
Street
it.
Fighter 2.
oh boy, Wild Arms is so good. Let me tell you, it's not a
Let's see
travesty.
here. Revelations Persona.
Yeah, Mark. Make sure you put in
Xenosaga?
the original version. I want to play as Mark.
Yep. Black Mark. He's called Mark in both versions. So
Tomba is a really good game.
Tomba, yeah.
Mhm.
Like it's Tomba and Ape Escape.
Zombie.
Well, it can't have Ape Escape, it's not a DualShock compatible.
Damn.
They'll definitely release
Ape
a fucking
Escape's gonna
add-on
be in
controller.
there, so-
They can't not.
No, none of the controllers have analog sticks.
You can't
Valkyrie
just release
Profile
a
would be
fucking
good.
PS Mini without Ape Escape.
Symphony
Guess
of the
what
Night.
they're gonna do?
They can't not release a DualShock compatible controller.
Yeah.
Well, they're just going to release a new unit. It's going to be the PlayStation Classic DualShock Edition.
Well,
Shut up.
If they sell the $100 console and then they sell you like a $30 controller, like that's $130 right there. Like that's profit.
No, but the games are already on the unit. You can't add new games to it. They're not going to put Ape Escape on this unit and then expect you to pay
Oh, what if
more
they
money for a
release
controller that's
memory
compatible.
cards that have
They
more
very well
games on them?
Oh.
They said that they weren't going to do anything like that. It's just going to be what's on the unit, not going to add anything. It's not going to have any PlayStation Network compatibility. Just what's on the unit is what's on the unit.
They could very well just add Ape Escape and be like, okay, well you need this to
They're not-
play this game.
They're not doing that.
If they don't add Ape Escape, it's failure. Like I'm not gonna fucking care about it after that.
It'd probably be the American version of Ape Escape anyway.
Right!
that has
Well, this is the thing
terrible
that gets us
voices.
a new Ape Escape. People not buying the PlayStation 1 Mini.
Oh my
because
God.
Ape Escape. See what I mean? There's like no games. Like, fuck the PS1's library.
Wow,
I think we-
Spyro Trilogy, which they don't own.
Oh. Like, I think we just listed 5 games, so...
You can't play it. You can't play Ape
If
Escape.
if I had to stop and think, I'm sure I could think of like 20 games.
Resident Evil, Silent Hill,
Valkyrie Profile.
Metal Gear Solid.
That's got to be on
Yeah.
there.
All games.
Parasite Eve.
All games. No one's gonna fucking buy a PS1 Mini to play.
Are you kidding? People
I
are
might
crazy.
buy one for Valkyrie Profile, honestly.
Well, Valkyrie Profile, sure, but no one's getting it for the original Metal Gear Solid. And,
The Metal Gear Solid fan base is autistic. All right, they'll do it.
like, which version of Silent Hill is gonna be on there?
the first one.
Can they just
No, like
port that?
NTSC or PAL.
Can they just port that over? I thought
What?
there was a problem with that. Like,
I don't know.
didn't
what
they
you're
have?
talking
Didn't they
about.
have to remake that when they re-released it? Silent
Well,
Hill.
they never re-released the first. They never re-released the first Silent Hill, only 2 and 3, and
Ah,
that's because
alright.
Konami are a bunch of fucking hack frauds. I'm sure that PlayStation, Sony would get people who actually know how to. They just put ROMs. They're just ROMs that you put on there. ISO
Disc
files.
images. But yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if they're just dropping disc images, then fine. Yeah, yes,
I mean, technically, disc images are ROMs
Oh,
because they're
Just to let everyone know, PlayStation emulation really nice and easy on the PC now. Especially if you use RetroArch and use what's it called?
But
Yeah, that.
that's really intensive. Like it's easy to do. But,
not.
like it takes a lot of.
Not intensive.
It's pretty intensive.
I have a 5-year-old CPU, mid-range CPU, and it can do.
Okay,
it
but
fine.
like That's not like a portable $100 form factor.
Like, for some reason, I was thinking that they fucking lost the source code to Silent Hill.
I wouldn't put it past them.
I'm sure they have.
Like, you're not getting
What's
Mednafin
next?
to run on a fucking FPGA.
No, probably
What
not.
is next?
Resonance of Fate. Anyone?
Oh yeah, I'm
I
excited for
like
that.
Resonance of Fate. Yeah, me too.
I never actually played it, but like I really want to because that's when Tri-Ace, like that's before they gave up. It was like the last thing that they actually tried on, so I'd like to play a good game from them.
I played it and I got confused by the tutorial, and then I kind of bumbled my way for 2 hours and then I stopped. So I'll give it another go.
Yeah, I am actually excited for that. I always love a good Tri-Ace game. I love their music that they put into every game. It's got a real classic, good feel to it.
Oh yeah, we forgot about Vancouver shutting down. Capcom Vancouver.
Yeah, I was
it's
gonna-
gone.
Well, so did Capcom.
Oh
Didn't we talk about
What
that already?
happens?
no!
No,
Yeah.
we talked
I
about
thought
Telltale.
that. No, I thought that happened months ago,
No.
though, didn't it?
no.
They probably
So,
downsized back then.
Capcom Vancouver got shut down. Apparently, I can't remember what the exact number was, but it was like 230, maybe not that much. It was a lot of yen or work they were already working on that got flushed down the toilet.
I've been like
I
4
guess-
million. Like
I guess
money.
because that's how good Monster Hunter did, in that Capcom can close shitty studios and make it justifiable.
Yeah.
So Capcom Vancouver, who previously made Dead Rising 3, which was okay in retrospect, but not great when it first came out.
They should have
And
stopped
they
after
also made
1.
2, which was good. But 4 was abysmal, an awful game everyone hated. And so you pay the price. You pay the price when you get the person who made a Connect Joyride to direct your game.
Connect Joyride did nothing wrong.
So I'm pretty sure we'll get a Dead Rising 5 because it's one of Capcom's most popular franchises. So we'll probably get that, but it'll be developed in-house.
Lost Planet is never coming back, is it?
No.
Neither is
it's
Mega
not.
Man Legends, like that's dead.
I don't think Capcom will open a Western branch anytime soon. I think they'll keep it all in Japan. You know, is there anything else we want to talk about?
Nah.
There's that kid that
Well, I
killed
have
himself.
Let's talk about
the one.
I didn't read that story, so do you
I don't
want to
think
tell
it's
me
right
about
to talk
that?
about this.
Then we won't talk about it.
Let's
I want to talk about it.
No.
There's the
No,
9/11
no,
Easter egg
no,
in Spider-Man.
that's not.
What? No, there's not!
Wait,
There is.
what?
I've seen it.
There's a
What is
9/11
it?
Easter egg in Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. There
Oh
is.
no.
What is the
It's
Easter egg?
So like the reflections don't actually reflect real things in the game. So if you go to a specific place, probably where the towers are supposed to be, you climb up a building next to it, and you look at the reflection in the building you're climbing, and it shows 2 towers.
Oh no.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, it does.
Post a link. Post a link, I don't believe you.
I posted it a long time ago. I don't remember where it is. Like I posted a WebM.
Slots.
What do you want?
Capcom beat 'em up. Are you ready?
Which one?
The pack, the bundle.
All of them.
Oh, the one on Switch. Okay. Yeah. I thought you just meant like a specific beat 'em up like that.
How do you feel about the bundle? Like, I don't.
I mean, I'm not really the beat 'em up guy. That's Mitch.
But yeah, but Mitch won't play beat 'em ups with me for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because he's bad at them.
Damn.
I also don't have a Switch, so I probably won't play it with you either.
Oh,
Is Streets of Rage in the bundle?
I think so.
That's Sega, isn't
Alright,
it?
it's time to move on. There's nothing more to talk about.
Hold on.
Yeah,
There's
no,
the most
no,
important
no,
news
shut
article.
up.
I saved it for last. Yeah, it is.
What it is?
This better
So
be good,
Yukimoto is going to be in Jump
Alright.
Force. He's going to use
No.
Slide for the Sky Dragon.
No one cares about.
Dark
Evil
Magician
Dark
Girl.
Magician
Yeah,
characters.
no one cares. No one actually plays
He's
you.
gonna top deck you.
I'm gonna fucking play it. Are you kidding me? Fucking Yukimoto in a fighting game again. If you played him in the DS game, he was the shit.
It's not a fighting game.
Oh my
It is a
God.
fighting game.
I hope his
Yeah.
special is just him winning.
but he just fucking cheats.
His special ability is he puts his cursed dragon rider onto his turtle cannon and fires it at your castle so it falls down and lands on your monsters.
No, he
No,
fires
his
it at
that's
the
his
Twin
special
Tower.
ability.
He fires it at the Twin
Damn.
Towers. Hey,
No, his special is he just turns it into season 1 Yu-Gi-Oh! Where he
Summoning
just fucking
season
kills
zero.
people.
Yeah,
Season 0,
They
yeah.
get attacked. They get attacked by Tetris blocks.
Kaiba flings a card at your enemy and kills them.
Yes, yes.
Alright, we're done.
No, I have one more. It's
Oh
the
my
best
God,
news
fuck
that I
off,
say
Mitch.
for last. So there's another Spider-Man Easter egg.
Right.
Oh yeah.
If you go to a specific point, you'll find a cinema, and on the cinema marquee, it says, "Please marry.
No,
will you marry me?"
Oh.
Like Maddie.
No,
or
the
Marley
story has
or whatever.
changed so much. Everyone who thought it was
Has
funny
it?
has already heard about it. We can't be doing this.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, no,
we
the
doing
story's
this?
like changed 50 times
How does
How
it
does it
change
change?
when there's literally a fucking
How-
billboard?
Alright.
because
Just no,
it was
let's
like,
go on.
no, I didn't fuck the brother. No, like it.
Well, no,
No, nobody
we
cares
can't
about that
spread
part.
slander. We're moving on.
No, we're not. No, the important
No, we're
part is he
moving on.
put this in. Shut up, Mao. He put this in, and then like
He asked
4
the
weeks.
Summonac to put it in.
He he put it on. Yeah, like he asked them. They put it in, and then 4 weeks prior to the game coming out, the relationship ended, and now
Oh,
they're
no.
not a couple anymore.
Well,
And this is still in the game. And at some point, they're going to patch it out because they realize this isn't great.
It also
Girlfriend
helps somebody else
brother.
get married, though,
Oh, that's adorable.
which is
Oh,
really
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, that's good. Like he said that if you want to use it, then use it. So
Mistakes
you know
in the
that happens.
You want to
Yeah, the
use
guy
it?
who put it in doesn't want it removed.
Yeah.
That's the third 9/11 reference we've made today. We win.
Yeah,
A new lap record.
We can do better.
we can.
All right, Fish, we can move on now.
So Onei Chambara
Shut
up,
is
Mitch.
Revolution.
Anaheim's.
And
What about Anaheim?
Anaheim.
uh,
We're almost at the end of the
We're not.
season, right, Abby?
I watched the
yeah,
Broly
like
movie.
we're at the last episode.
Oh, did you?
Next
I did.
season starts not yet. Do you want to go through next season already? Because we haven't seen anything.
Didn't we already do that, Effie?
No, like
Oh, yeah, never mind.
not on here. We're nearing the end
Maybe
of
wait
the
till the
current
next
season.
episode.
Right. Like, there's no reason to really go over next thing. I guess what I could say is that next season, Sword Art Online is going to start up again. It's going to start up with an hour-long episode, and it's going to last for an entire year.
Wow.
We're getting a whole year of Sword Art Online, so that's going
Yu
to
Yu
be...
Hakusho's back.
I can't
though,
wait.
Wait,
so-
Sword
That's going to be
is it
torture.
Sword Art Online or is it GGO?
It's the actual Sword Art
Oh
Online.
no.
It's Alicization. So apparently, people hold this up as Kirito's not a Mirisu. Look at this arc. He gets fucked up in this arc, but like he's still trash. I don't know. I'll have to watch it. I'll report back on how trash it is. It'll be great, I'm sure.
I'd prefer that you didn't.
I too would prefer that I didn't. The only thing it's going to have going for it is animation and maybe music. Like that's all it always. That's the only thing it has consistently. Broly movie, JG.
I took my nephew to go see the old Broly movie in theaters.
You're such a good uncle.
How's this new anime news?
Listen,
It's anime news.
I got to see the other
Is
people.
the news that you went outside?
That's
Mitch, I
pretty
was
new.
going to talk about the Broly movie, and I was going to talk about the people at the movie theater.
Okay.
So, surprisingly, there were a lot of adults. All of
Is that
them,
suppressed?
all of them well-mannered people. Didn't stink in there. It was a great time. Everybody was very happy to see Max Roshi be a drunken idiot, laughing at the least funny shit I've ever seen. The Broly movie itself, though, I still like it. I didn't realize that it was supposed to be a fucking slasher flick. Broly is
Oh yeah, Broly kills everyone.
Broly is presented like a fucking classic 80s slasher villain for some reason. Like he's just like popping out of shit, clotheslining. He clotheslined like every person in that movie
Into a crater.
or a building, and then it just fucking folds.
That sounds like the first movie.
And just like a classic slasher movie, it has a very shitty ending
Oh.
that comes out of nowhere and is pointless.
Yeah, friendship saves the day.
Now Goku punches him in a stab wound.
Ah, yes. Friendship.
It's a good move. We got a funny card. I can play the Dragon Ball Z card game now with a Broly card that's broken. You flip him and he kills everything on the board.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, not joking. My nephew enjoyed it. The guy who brought his son and then had to wait for his wife to pick him up enjoyed it.
Oh, no.
And so did the other nerds that were sitting next to us. They also had a great time. Everybody likes the Broly movie. Can't wait to see the new one. That's anime.
I hate the Broly movie.
He likes the Bio Brawly movie.
We don't talk about Bio Broly.
Let's talk about it.
Is that it? Okay,
Yeah, that's it.
cool. We'll talk about. We'll have something to talk about there next time.
Yeah.
Mitch, what's wife of the week?
Well, I haven't watched any anime in a long time, so I'm
Wow.
kind of strapped for cash.
How about
What
Bowsette?
would pay you for
How about Bowsette?
I have been. No,
Bowsette's
I don't
pretty
like
good.
gender bent characters.
Yeah, so waifu of the week is Bowsette.
No, it's not.
Alright.
It's weird. I don't like gender bent
You're
characters.
weird.
No.
Well, we've overruled you.
I'm watching the D3 Media presentations, and I'm gonna give my wife of the week to D3P Assistant Girl,
Waifu cannot be 3D.
who
She can't be 3D.
she's on a computer screen, so she's technically
Was-
flat.
was it the
Yeah,
one
I'll
not
give you
real.
that.
He's
He's
Asian.
Asian, Mitch.
Was it the one doing the live translation?
No,
Oh, God, her
that was
monotone
awful.
killed me.
That was awful.
No,
No,
I was
it's
like,
you can
oh, this is nice. You can't just write that.
on most streams at the start and the end, you can see her kind of fumbling around and waving at the camera. She's the one with the short hair.
Oh, yes, the one Asian girl with short hair. Yeah, so it's Bowsette. So
Alright.
on to your
It's
game.
not Bowsette. Onto my game. It's Lost in Translation time.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yes.
Today, I translated common video game titles into Macedonian, and then Polish, and then Chinese, and then Samoan, and then back to English.
What about Swahili?
It's not going to be anything
Nah.
anymore, is it?
No Swahili, and... So, who wants to be on everyone's team?
Everyone wants to be on
High five.
everyone's team.
I would like to be on everyone else's team.
Yeah, let's make a one-team game.
Can we not play?
Remember,
Abby,
if
I want you to pick
if we have
someone
a
to be on your
game where
team.
no one gets it, then
Yeah,
the game is over. We're
Yeah.
good.
that's the rule. Abby, pick
I'm
someone
not
to be
picking
on your
shit. I'm not a team captain.
You are
I
now.
will
Pick
be
someone
on
to be on your
Abby's
team.
team.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh. Mitch. I
Slots,
want
pick
Mitch on
someone
my
to be your
team.
No. Slots, pick someone to be on your team.
JG.
Okay, Mao, you'll pick last like most times. Who do you want to go to?
Oh, Mav's here.
Hi.
You should go on
No, you haven't said anything
Go on
like
JG's
days.
team to offset Schwartz.
I'll go on JG's team.
You mean the
That's a good
offset?
Okay,
No,
Abby,
I'm
Fishheads, here's your first one. Are you ready?
You picked wrong fish.
Okay.
Dead Place.
House of the Dead?
No. JG, Slots, Mao.
Fellas, what are we thinking here, fellas? We're allowed to say it amongst ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I think it's Dead Space, but you guys have
That's
ideas.
pretty safe.
Go for it, Mal. I don't care.
Dead Space.
Correct, it's Dead Space.
Because I was
Wait.
thinking, right, like a space is also a place.
Mal, please don't
A place.
go
I
through
was
your...
thinking like Death Stranding. But
We got you.
That's better.
Alright.
Alright,
Got him.
JG, Slots, Mao, here's your next one because you stole it from them. Very Serious.
Dude.
I had to stop myself because I almost said the correct answer.
Very serious.
Very Serious.
Very serious. Fuck, man, I don't know.
That's it.
Um,
Do you guys not know? Because I think I got it.
Sure,
go
go for it.
for it, man.
Donkey Konga.
That's it.
No.
What?
No, it's not Donkey Konga.
Huh?
Fishhead's Abby. You got an idea?
The only idea I have is like Serious Sam. Do you got anything better?
Maybe. No,
It's the only thing with serious in the name. I don't know anything with very in the name.
that seems too obvious though. Like it must be something that could be taken as serious. What are you doing, Mitch?
You have a bird.
My dad is whistling in the background.
Aggressive
Don't worry
whistling.
about it.
Wait, can he answer the question? Can we contact a friend? In this case,
No, you've already lost your turn.
When's your dad gonna be on the podcast, Mitch?
He just was.
He just was.
like when's
Anyway.
he gonna be like a starring role on the podcast?
Answer the question.
Do you have anything better than
No,
Serious Sam?
Serious Sam.
No, it was Fatal Frame.
What?
I get it. That makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Something's fatal.
All right.
Very serious.
What about
Yeah.
the frame?
Yeah. Very serious
Don't
fatal.
worry about it. Abby, Fishheads, it's your go. Kirby has a wonderful maze.
Are you fucking kidding me, man?
Fuck.
Are you fucking kidding me, Fish?
There's so many
Come on.
Kirby games.
Yeah, I don't play Kirby.
Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. That's the only one that's labyrinth.
Yes!
Oh shit!
You
are
got
you-
it.
Hell yeah!
You got it.
That's the only one that's maze-like at all. So
But a maze isn't a mirror, though.
That's the only one with the name close to that, so
We have
What
to
if it's a
play that
mirror?
game.
oh
sometime.
shit!
That's a great game.
It heard amazing and it thought it meant like maze.
Maze.
Are you
Ah.
fucking kidding me? Piece of shit translation. All right,
Okay, JG,
we're tied
Slot
then.
Smell.
Hey.
Are you ready? Here you go.
Sure.
A bad day on the horse.
Oh.
A bad day on the force.
On the horse.
is that
Oh,
just the real
Down the
name?
whore.
A bad day on the horse.
Shit. Can you think of games that have like bad in the title?
Bad and horse.
No.
I've noted.
Shit, man.
JJ, what do you got?
A fake answer.
Let's hear it.
I don't actually have anything.
A bad day.
That's why it was a fake answer.
Horse.
Bad day on the horse. What
What's the name of
Witcher 3, the Wild
that?
Hunt.
No. What's the name of that game with the Asian guy that's having a bad day? You know, the one where he's like running away from.
Incredible Crisis?
Maybe that's it.
No. You guys don't have your own ideas? I'm gonna say
It
that.
ain't the fucking Witcher 3.
Oh no, that has a horse semen meter.
There's a horse in it. Maybe it was like a witch like is bad, and then
Not just say it. It's clearly what you want to say.
The Witcher 3, the Wild Hunt.
No, it's not that. Abby, Fishheads, do you have an idea?
I thought it was going
Fish,
for
do
the
you have
dark
anything?
horse.
Because I might have something.
No, I don't. So
Okay,
go for it.
I'm just gonna go with Conker's Bad Fur Day.
You fucking got it!
Holy yeah!
I'm a little upset.
God.
I don't know how
That's
horse
2-1.
there.
But
Because horses are furry, I guess.
it's just a bad day. What else has bad day in the title?
This is why we have to
Incredible
exterminate
Crisis.
all other languages.
You
Oh,
overthought
yeah,
it. You
it's
gamed
more.
yourself.
So, Abby,
The
Fishheads,
Witcher
after
3,
stealing that,
not
it's your turn. So here's your next one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Like the fucking translator played the game or something.
Yeah, like it's you shouldn't think of context from within the game.
Well, let's see how good you are at this one, Abby.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's like the price.
Why do they get the easy ones?
The price is
I
right.
know, they keep getting the easy ones. Is that what your answer
Yeah.
is? No, it's not. JG, Slots Mao. It's like the price.
You're obviously well educated. What do you think it is?
It's like the price.
I thought it was the Price is Right. I mean,
I think that was a trick.
God damn it.
If it's a variation of Price is Right, then we've been
Is there a game with the name with the word cost in it?
Costco, the game.
That's it. Or like similar or alike.
what was the name again, Mitch?
Or like Alone in the Dark.
It's like the price.
Dude, I don't know.
Neither do we.
I have a feeling I know what
Just
it
guess,
is.
you
but
might get it.
Obviously,
You
we
don't
can't
know.
go now.
Yeah.
It's like the price.
Yeah.
Well, just
What
tell
is
me
it?
what it is, Fish. I'll give you the half of the point.
No,
You get it.
no. I mean, I don't know exactly what it is, but I have a feeling.
Well, you don't get to do it again, so
Well,
it doesn't
I'm
matter.
not going to state
It wouldn't
give you
it wouldn't
the point.
benefit us. We would be one up anyway.
Yeah, it would benefit you. What do you mean? You get half
No.
the point.
No, it wouldn't benefit us.
I don't think it works that way. You would just get the point, and we'd be tied again. So I'm not going to.
No. I'm giving
No.
you half the point.
No,
Just answer the fucking question. Goddamn.
It's like the price.
Jeopardy.
No. It was Ace Combat.
Excuse me.
what I
It was
thought,
Ace Combat.
I thought there's like some British version of The Price is Right, and that's what it was going to be.
I can't
Yeah,
be
like,
here
I'm
anymore.
sure
I
there's
have to
been-
go.
There have been Prices Right like garbage games, so it could have been that.
Ace Combat.
How?
Yeah.
That doesn't
I
make
don't know.
any sense.
So, JG, Slots Mal, it's your turn now. Redeeming Death.
You guys got anything?
Yeah.
What? Go ahead and repeat it. I didn't hear a word.
Redeeming Death.
Fuck.
How do you guys feel about like Dead to Rights?
No. God, what's it called?
What is it, Mal?
There's a Let's Play I watched.
Okay. What was the game?
Yeah, it's best friends play.
Yeah, it was the best one to play. You know, the motorcycle one, that Road to Redemption, Death Ride.
That's literally the name. Yeah, you got
But
it.
Death Ride
I don't
Road
think
to
that-
Redemption. It's not called Death Ride Road to Redemption. It's called something else.
It's called Road to Redemption.
I'm looking it up.
No, this is
It's
a
full throttle.
2008 sports
Redemption now.
documentary.
Road to Redemption is a film from 2001.
The
Doesn't
Road.
look very good.
No, this is a 2017 video game. God damn it! What's it called?
It won't be.
No.
That's nice, Abby. That's real wholesome.
Yeah.
I like how they gave her the massive cans.
Well, yeah, you have
It's,
to.
it's necessary.
How else are you gonna know that Bowser Girl is a girl?
In fact, never mind.
I don't know, man.
Just give your answer.
I don't know like the full name of the game.
If you guys are giving up, I got something.
I'm
Yeah, I give
looking
up.
at it right now. You guys are fucking retarded.
Is it Death by Degrees?
What? No! Abby Fishheads, what is
Ride
it?
to Hell Retribution.
No!
Of course it was.
It's Red Dead Redemption!
Oh.
Fuck, really?
Yeah, Death by
I don't like it.
Degrees.
See, I actually tricked you. I knew
JG
it
gets
wasn't
that point.
the game I thought it was.
Yeah, you
What?
sure got us.
So, I guess this is the Abby Fishheads. It's 2-1 at the moment. Abby Fishheads. This is the last one. Ready?
Oh, sorry,
Right
when?
Death.
Right.
Death?
Dead to
Wait
Right?
till Death. Did... Well, Mitch, is it?
No,
Oh.
it's not. JG slots Mao to tie the game. Right Death.
White Death or Right Death?
Right.
How do you spell right in this case?
R-I-G-H-T.
How you?
Correct
What are
death
the other ways to
or...
spell it?
There's
Well,
right
I can't
W
understand
R I
what
T E.
you're saying, Mitch, because of your thick accent.
Oh my god.
There's WRITE and there's RIGHT.
Oh.
Okay, see, I was right.
Or were you right?
There's also
This isn't the
Right.
answer I was gonna. This
You go
Mitch, don't
for
take
it,
this as
JG.
the answer. Is it Death Note? That's not my real answer.
Watch that be
Right
the actual answer.
It's not Phoenix, right? It can't be.
It might be actually.
Deadly Premonition.
No, don't. We don't agree on that.
We can't just keep saying answers and we're like, well, we don't agree. So we can
Fine, fine.
No,
Deadly
you're fucking
premonition.
amongst
There you go.
yourselves.
That's our answer, Mitch.
It's not Deadly Premonition.
Oh, thanks, Mal.
What was it?
It was Typing of the Dead.
Oh, yeah, we weren't getting that.
That makes
There
sense.
were a lot of death-themed ones, Mitch.
You just went off of right without like knowing what he meant by right. I thought it was like correct right.
I thought you
Yeah.
said white death, and I was gonna make a Gundam joke.
Anyway, I guess we win by technicality.
By default,
Yeah.
yeah.
Default.
By technicality, you got more right
More-
answers.
Yeah.
Default.
I want you to know I always sabotage my team, Mitch.
I didn't want
So do I. So this really just wasn't a good team.
And then Mao's bow.
I can't believe you couldn't Google the motorcycle game. You're so bad
I
at
couldn't
Googling
either.
things. I'll ask you to Google something.
I don't use Google.
And then
I
10
use
minutes
that-
later,
no.
you still
don't
haven't
use
found
Google.
it. And then I'll switch to
Yeah.
my browser and find it in 5 seconds.
I'm sorry.
You have to get better at Googling
Abby.
things now. You can't get through life like this.
I used to. Be
Abby,
good.
shout out.
Shout out to Miyuki Sawashiro, my favorite voice actress. She's great.
Aw,
What?
what's
Huh?
her she voice?
That's not Aoyuki.
Yeah,
Why
She's not my
Shout
favorite
out
voice
someone
actress.
who makes noises again.
I just really like
Uh-oh.
Aoyuki. Miyuki Sawashiro is always the best girl in any anime. It's uncanny. She also does
Oh yeah, what was she in recently?
recently. I don't remember.
You don't even watch anime
My
anymore,
bad.
Mitch. Why would you know any of the characters you?
Well, surely she's been in stuff from 1990.
Is that recently?
T90.
Like in Bakemonogatari, she's Monkey.
Oh, I guess you're right then.
Yeah, she's great. She also does video games in like she plays Cammy in Street Fighter. She's in The Last Remnant as Hannah and Hina. She's just always the best. She's great. She's
What color
great.
is her skin?
Asian. She's
Oh,
also responsible for my favorite scene in Symphogear, which I've shown you all. She actually, which is like hilarious. It's the scene of her speaking supposed English. That scene is great because she actually has really good English, but they told her to ham it up during that scene in order to help the Japanese viewers understand it a bit better. So she went all in on making it just the worst, and it was amazing.
But it's the worst. That means it's bad.
So who do you not like, Abby?
You.
Yeah.
Are you shouting at me?
Yeah.
Shout it, GG.
Yeah, shout out JG.
How have I wronged you this week, Abby?
Yeah.
Same. Like, unironically.
Mitch.
Yeah,
No, it's not Mitch's turn. It's
Fishes.
Craig.
fish heads.
Craig.
Yes.
Mitch,
Mitch always goes
turn
last.
on push to talk for the love of God.
I know what your shout out is.
So bad. I'm gonna shout out to
What's up?
Mitch's
Sorry,
father.
am I interrupting?
Mitch, you've
Yeah,
never
go ahead.
edited anything in your life.
Alright, I'm
have
muting
you?
Mitch.
Except
Oh, I haven't.
Have you ever made a video game anime, Mitchell?
Oh my god.
I don't know how
Okay.
annoying it is to edit a podcast. Please stop.
He
Mitch.
has edited podcasts. It used
I
to
will
take
start
him
local
literally
music.
weeks to do.
With Craig, you can just take it out.
Mitch,
No
that
Yeah, I
problem.
can just
Make
delete
it-
your whole track. It'll be
Oh,
better.
no.
It'll be an improvement. Holy
It's
shit.
just easier for everyone if you fucking.
I'm really enjoying
I'm gonna
this
run
meltdown.
the noise removal so aggressively that it removes every
How about you
stupid
just
thing
shut
you say.
up and do your fucking thing?
All right. Shout out to
Just shout
Japanese
it.
style curry. It's pretty good. The Japanese finally managed to figure out how to make curry not shit, except actually the British taught them how to do it, but then the British started making shit curry. But the Japanese never changed the way they made curry, so
You're such a fucking weed.
it's still good. Shout at people who don't know how to use push to talk. It's pretty fucking simple. You tie a button that makes it so that when you press it, it doesn't transmit noise on your microphone, so that we don't
Fish.
have to listen.
I'm not even moving and it's transmitting. What's
I don't know.
Fish.
You're
do
too
you
stupid
realize
to set the noise gate, which is why you should use push to talk. But you can't figure out how to do that.
I just changed the noise gate.
Fish, do you realize what you've just done? Now you have to keep all of Mitch's interruptions in for context
No.
for what you just did.
You mean he doesn't have to edit now?
You think people listening to this podcast want to hear this crap?
Fish is next level. Even I
Wait,
can't.
Matt,
pull that
nobody
off.
listens to the podcast.
Shut up!
For historical purposes, this whole episode, you won't hear it because I will edit it out. Mitch...
The entire
I
episode.
know you won't!
Yes, I will!
Oh, take bets.
Mitch
Take
can't
bets.
figure out how to properly set a noise gate or use push to talk, so we have to be under constant... how do you put it?
If you people keep
Surveillance.
talking about this, I am just going to start server muting all of you until we can get
Everyone.
Yeah, that sounds like a great recipe for a podcast. Everyone being
I don't
muted.
care.
Aggressive
I'm
mouth,
tired. I
fuck
want to
you.
get this done.
You're always tired.
I'm
Constant
tired of
assault
you
from
and this.
Mitch's microphone buzzing and him typing and tapping his scroll wheel.
I haven't done that once this whole episode.
It's time for JG to take the stage. I want to shout out to Death by Degrees, Nina Williams game. It's all right. You should play it.
Wendy Williams, the Dead or Alive character?
Yep.
The tech character?
Yep. She has a game called Death by Degrees.
Hmm.
It's not very good,
Oh, so why would I play it?
but you should play it because you got to get all that lore, dude.
I don't even like that series.
You don't like Tekken lore so good. You throw your kid into a volcano. If he survives, he's a fucking demon. If he dies, well, you fucked up.
That's fair.
Also, Paul won a couple. Anyway, play Death by Degrees. I want to shout out Mao for his awful JG impression at the beginning of this podcast. I don't talk about H games anymore.
You're talking
Taking
about
a
them
new
right now.
leaf.
You talked
Death
about
by Degrees is not an H game.
You talked about them last podcast.
You talked about them at the beginning of this podcast.
I did not. Mao did. It was an impression, Slots. I don't
was
know.
Mao?
well, then it was
Whoa.
really good.
That was Mao?
Oh my god, you people! You make me sick. I hope you all burn in hell.
Hey, we're not the ones talking about age games.
Is this still Mao talking?
Whoa, Slots! It seems it's your turn, buddy.
I'd like to go ahead and
Okay,
shout out to all the victims of 9/11. Without you, we wouldn't have had great jokes. Like, in general.
You actually can't put that in there.
Put it on a website. Making your edit.
Slots, you have to do a different one. I'm
What?
sorry.
Alright, and I'd like to go ahead
The
and...
opinions of the Corrupted Save podcast do not directly affect Operation Rainfall or its affiliates.
Alright, I'd like to go ahead and shout at corporate censorship.
Yeah! A good thing we're not a corporation.
Not yet.
What don't you like about corporate censorship?
Oh, it's preventing me from shouting at... or shouting out to my favorite group of people. Those who perished in the 9/11 attacks.
Stop that, please. Gotta put big bleeps on this podcast. Can we get to me, please?
That's 5. We've gone all-star.
Real timely reference too.
Alright, Matt, what are you shouting out to?
Shout out to Fishheads, because without him, I would have never beaten La Mulana, but we'll get to that when we talk about what we've been playing.
So choose a different shout-out, then, since you can't talk about it. Why? I don't even know why you
Hang on,
brought it
Mao.
up.
Mao, you're the master of impressions. You do Schlotz's shout-outs.
I always thought I shout out to the concept of time, because
My name's Schlotz.
every day I get closer to my death. Because, I'm Schlotz. And all I do is...
What
Yeah,
up,
I'm
Schlotz here? Shout out to Wanting to Die. Shout
I mean,
out
in
to
his defense, that's incredibly accurate.
Shout out
What
What up,
at
guys?
Living,
It's your boy Slots here. Hack the planet.
Shout
that
at the
time,
people
I-
listening to this podcast. I'm gonna make that joke for like the 10th time.
Remove the part when I
Oh, I'm
said.
Slots. Shout out to Tire Tracks.
Can you remove the part where I said Slots is too much of a bitch to like? Because I was going to say he's too much of a bitch to kill himself, but I don't want.
Wow.
I don't want people to listen to this and be like, because
If he listens to
killing
this,
yourself isn't a bitch
brutal.
move, then I'm going to kill myself. Remove that, please. I don't want to kill anyone.
I'm Slots. Shout out the people who jumped out of the
Don't kill
towers. They
yourself,
really
please.
inspired me.
Stop. This is a mess.
Oh, I'm
Editing
Slots.
this
Shout
later.
out people who don't choke on pizza. You know.
Okay, Mitch.
We just imploded.
Didn't even let me do my shout at.
All right, Matt, what's your shout out?
My shout at is
Yeah.
accidentally giving someone a £50 note when you think it's a £10 note.
Oh my god.
It's fine. It's
I
fine. I got my
hate you.
change back.
That was more offensive to me than Slots' 9/11.
I got my change back. It was just a shop. It wasn't like.
I
didn't just give a
accidentally
random
gave someone a
person
£50
$50
note when I meant to give them a £10 note.
I didn't know, man.
Just walk
I'm
around
just
with
rolling
£50
around.
notes.
Why,
We all
why are
make
you running
mistakes.
around?
Remember that time Mal said he was tired of getting money?
That wasn't about a video game.
I
That's
do.
about La Mulana.
It's just about life.
Oh god.
I'll shout out to
It's not your turn yet.
the. Yeah, it is.
Nobody asked you.
Hey, Anime Mitchell, what do you like?
What do you like?
I like the Louis Theroux documentary series.
I'm sorry, who?
Louis Theroux.
Louis
Theroux?
Theroux, you mean?
Thoreau?
Theroux.
What's he throwing?
He throws the greatest parties, which feature porn
Autism.
actors, end of the world people, evangelical Christians.
Evangelical?
You're white. You're right
And
next to
people
fucking
who
France.
believe-
Why can't you speak these French words?
Evangelical?
Evangelical.
The on Genesis, Genesis.
Evangelical?
You can't even do
You
your
don't-
joke properly. What the fuck?
Anyway, his documentary. I think he's my favorite documentary because the way
That's
he
my
interviews
favorite
people is
documentary.
he's
can't
my
even
favorite
talk.
documentarian.
Documentor. Fuck Mitch.
The way he documentes is that he acts
Documents.
Like
I can't.
He did that one on purpose.
He can't communicate except through tapping his scroll wheel in Morse code anymore. God.
Anyway,
And you tried to silence him.
he acts like a buffoon or a naive man. What the
What's going on? What's happening?
Sluts,
You're ruining. I didn't talk over you, sluts. You know.
I wasn't talking.
Slots, you playing audio from the 9/11 videos?
Oh my
No.
god.
Bro. Timely reference.
My shout at is when I watch gunpla tutorials of how to make better gunplas.
You should figure that out
Or
on yourself.
How to add like weathering effects or paint them properly.
Is that how you learn how to
Those
shit
sort of
yourself
stuff.
while making them?
What? Anyway, I hate during most of the tutorials. They're like, okay, here we're gonna just add some weathering here, blah blah blah, and here's what I did earlier, and they just show like the finished product that looks nothing like. And, like they didn't show any of the steps they did in between.
Just paint the
I
damn
don't
owl.
like that.
Paint the robot.
Abby, what have you been playing?
Nothing.
Of course.
Cool. Finish
Abby,
it, so
if you
been
played a
playing.
video game, what would you play?
How's Devil May Cry 2?
I haven't started it yet.
What do you think
Okay,
Devil May
fish
Cry 2
heads.
is like?
I
I've
bet
heard
it's
great
amazing.
things.
I bet it's the
Okay,
best
good
game in
hits.
existence.
All right. We streamed Mystical Ninja starring Goemon for the N64, which is
Anything
Weird
good?
Pokemon.
it's an alright game. It's got
Digimon.
it's got some charm. It's also the thing is it's a 3D game that came out in that awkward period, particularly before Ocarina of Time. So a lot of the time you have to do platforming. You find yourself fighting with the camera, or maybe not fighting so much as waiting for the camera to reset to its position of behind your character. So a lot of the platforming, it's not so great, but it's got some good music. Do I need to explain the Goemon franchise?
Yes, I would like to know what it is.
I don't think you need to explain the entire Goemon franchise now.
I do.
It's an anachronistic parody of feudal Japan.
Now you have to explain that word.
No, you can look it up in a dictionary. I'm sure you're listening to this at a computer or on a phone or somewhere where you can look up the word anachronistic, so I'm not going to explain what it means.
Can you
Well, we look
spell
up
it?
the
Can you use
kanji
it in
for
a
big.
sentence?
You just did.
How about we look up the kanji for big fish?
Please
What is the kanji for big fish?
die.
And what about fish?
That would be, what is it, Sakana or something? Or Ume? Fuck.
Sakana.
Sakana. Yeah.
Daikatana, yeah.
Daikatana, by John Romero. We have not streamed that yet.
Katana means Japanese sword.
Freaky did recently.
Oh,
Yeah,
That
someone
was
did.
Demon Ass did.
Was it Demon Eyes? Alright.
My favorite
JG.
part was when I fell to the floor twice. That was very amusing. Because
I thought your favorite part was when the emulator crashed and you had to do the same part over 3 times.
Oh, yeah, I liked that part too.
What games have I been playing?
Good question. That's why we're asking.
Hold on,
you.
ask slots first. Let me look. Oh yeah, Ace Combat. I've been playing Ace Combat Zero. I beat Ace Combat Zero.
Why?
You fly in a plane.
You mean you've been playing It's Like the Price Zero?
Yeah.
I hate you.
That's a joke that just happened a few seconds.
It's like the. It's not a joke.
So you fly in a plane. Your buddy complains about borders, and then he nukes himself. It's a very fun game. The final fight was a little difficult for me because I took a Vietnam bomber because I didn't buy anything because I'm stupid, and then I had to fight this very advanced aircraft with a laser on its back with a fucking Vietnam bomber that had very poor maneuverability.
And you succeeded.
I did, because the last part of the game is cinematic and you can't lose unless you fly into the nuke, which I did the first time.
Intentionally?
No, I wasn't expecting the nuke to go off the way it did. It just sort of blows up in the air and then spreads all over the place, as nukes do.
Yeah, that seems pretty nuke-like, pretty nuke behavior.
I'm currently streaming Ace Combat 5, A Brief History of Cum Demons. So if you want to watch,
Excuse me.
so if you want to watch
Excuse me?
roll on over to the LPS.
Oh, I'm JG. I don't talk about H games.
It's not an H game.
Are you sure?
I'm just
Fucking
talking about
cum-
cum demons.
It's fucking Cum Historia. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, Slots, go ahead.
Oh, I've been playing through the Spyro trilogy. The good one, not the remake, because it's not out yet. If you haven't played that yet, you're dumb, so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm Schlutz. I've been playing Microsoft Flight Simulator and flying the plane into the
No, that was
towers.
JG.
Can we please
I've
stop
never
this?
actually done
Make
that.
Podcasts for a website.
I love Ripto's Raid.
Okay, oh, let's get Witty Glimmer. Oh, you stupid idiot.
You said you were playing on original hardware.
Oh, yeah, absolutely not. What?
Oh.
What year do you think this is? Nobody owns an original PlayStation.
I do.
Okay, nobody. Exactly. Okay,
I
there we
own
go.
one, yeah.
Nobody! Anyway, yeah, it's a really good series of games. If you haven't played it yet, I would highly recommend doing so before the Reignited trilogy comes out, because fuck those character redesigns. Oh my god, they look terrible.
What,
You telling me you don't want to fuck that kangaroo?
No! I don't want to either.
I do.
Oh, well.
Mm. No.
Hi there. Yes?
Have you been playing a fucking video game now?
Yeah, I've been playing Lana Lana. I played 40 hours of Lana Lana. My life has been nothing
Why?
but Lana Lana for like the past 2 weeks.
All right, now I want to stop you. I just have one thing to say.
What? No! Make it stop!
All right, that's it.
No.
Fish heads, please use
And you
push to talk.
complain about me.
Stop that.
If you're gonna play a game, we shouldn't be able to hear the audio. Thank you.
So, for the eagle-eared listener who doesn't understand what just happened,
Eagle-eared.
Yeah, eagles have to have.
Birds don't have ears.
They can hear though.
For the
Yeah.
bad-eared listeners out there, Echo Soda.
Fish just played some music from an area in La Mulana that gave me PTSD. La Mulana is like, it's hard and challenging and sometimes obtuse, but there's only 2 areas I say that are really bad. Like, just you're better off just getting hints bad. But overall, La Mulana is really good. Like, it's actually really challenging. The bosses are hard, but they're not that hard. That they're not like complete roadblocks to your path. It's just you have to take notes for everything, but that's fine. You get in the rhythm of doing it. My notes exceeded my dissertation in length, but that's fine because I was mostly just copying stuff.
You also had help too.
It was a real
Yes.
shame you handed in your dissertation instead of your La Mulana.
Yeah,
La Mulana
mean-
notes.
yeah, there's no other game quite like it. Like, if you like
What
it,
about La Mulana?
Well, yeah, there's La
like-
Mulana
Okay, there's
2
La Mulana
and
2.
La Mulana the original freeware version, but
that's all Negoro stuff. So
You got Fez,
You know
you
why,
got Crash Bandicoot.
yes,
Yes, I-
that is very similar to La Mulana.
Hey man, it took people like 8 years to figure out one of the puzzles in Fez.
Long is like a Metroidvania exploring game, but it's most of it is puzzles and trying to figure out what you're doing. And
And falling onto spikes because of bats.
yes, and most of this translates to whip things or jump into things, put weights on things, walk into things. That solves like 75% of the puzzles in this game, but it's knowing where to do it that's the problem. I don't know, man. It's really good. It's a really good game, but it's really challenging. And I never ever want to play it again. That's fine.
The thing is, a lot of people start it and they don't get very far.
yeah.
In particular because there's a fucking bullshit puzzle. Well, I wouldn't say it's bullshit, but basically
You just did.
it's a shit test to see if you read the manual or not. Because the manual explicitly explains how to solve it. And if you didn't read the manual, you won't know how to solve it.
The manual is also excellent. It's got like lots of its advice is very helpful. Its English grammar is horrible, but it also has really nice little pictures in it of that like kind of spoil and also explain things. But they're in the manual, so I guess it's not really a spoiler. It's great. Long's great. Negoro are great. It's great. Go play it or don't. If you want a challenge, play it. Because you will be pushed with all
And do what everyone does and like maybe
Yeah, just look up the
maybe
answers.
get through Gate of Guidance and then don't play anymore
Yeah.
until your friend bullies you into pushing through it.
Yeah. So all you need is a friend who can bully you, who's already been Lamala. That's it.
Well, I'm going to talk about
No one
new
asked you much.
Spider-Man.
Nish, what have you been playing?
I'm going to talk about the new Spider-Man game.
Oh, which one?
I was gonna make a video on it. I got all the footage and I recorded audio, but the game is just so bland. I can't even get the enthusiasm to edit it all together. So I'll just talk about it here. So, the swinging Spider-Man is automated to a fault. It's kind of like an Assassin's Creed where you hold down the right trigger and then you run forward and your assassin will just parkour effortlessly
You didn't say this. You just
to where he has to go. That's what it's like swinging around. You just hold R2 and hold forward and Spider-Man will just swing to where you want to go. He'll let go of the his web zips automatically and he'll run up buildings automatically. So the web swinging is really
Good.
Boring.
generic and boring. Yeah, you can pretend that it's more complex by releasing stuff at specific times to go faster, but there's no real point. And you can tell the developers didn't have that much faith in the swinging because the game has fast travel in it. So the combat is a little bit better than your average Batman, Shadow of Mordor, dodge the counter guy. Because in those games, when you counter someone, you do damage to them. Here, you don't do that at all. so you're more dodging. And the combat's a little bit more fun because you're throwing people in the air and swinging them around, but eventually it does get tiresome, and it's way more hectic. Like, enemies will just be firing and shooting at you and throwing shit at you, so you'll get, like, 1-2 punches on a guy, and then you'll have to dodge an attack and then do 1-2 punches. You can't really get a good combo going in the later parts of the game. And
It would help if you would actually attack the people with guns first.
no, because there are multiple people with guns.
Mitch, I've seen you play that game before. I
Dude,
watched
you don't even know.
I watched
That'll
you
might
just be
get shot in the
bad.
back over and over again.
You can become super overpowered by your suit augments and your suit powers, so you can basically become invulnerable, and you can build up your meter that gives you 1 insta kill free, and you can do that twice. So the combat can flux from incredibly boring and easy to, oh my god, all the enemies are beating the fucking shit out of me and I can't get the fuck out. The pacing is really poor, I thought, in the story. You start off with a good boss fight with Wilson Fisk, and then nothing happens, and then you'll chase the Shocker, and then nothing happens, and then nothing happens, and then you'll fight the Shocker, and then nothing happens, then nothing happens, then nothing happens, and then you'll fight the Sinister Six.
Who
I think it would have been huh?
Who was the light at the end of the trailer?
They changed that cutscene.
Oh,
Instead of a light appearing and then Spider-Man going Doc Ock's tentacles just climb the wall.
oh,
You
so
know,
there's
Doc
just
Ock
nothing
immediately.
that happens at all.
No,
Sick.
yeah, it's not as surprising because you know it's Doc Ock.
Well, now we do. Thank you.
But it's weird because you fight the Sinister Six, you fight them 2 at a time, which is fun because you're having the Vulture attack you and Electro attack you at the same time.
But never
But
also.
But no, I think it would have been better if instead of those parts where you were fucking doing nothing in the earlier parts, you fought them 1 at a time, and then at the end you fight them 2 at a time, and then it would be a bit more higher stakes.
That,
I mean, you
that would
fight
be more
the-
interesting, yeah.
Yeah, you fight the Scorpion on his own, but that's at the end of the game, and
It's the Scorpion.
immediately after you fight the Scorpion and the Rhino together. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they did that.
Hmm. So how does it compare to Spider-Man 2?
I don't think I ever played Spider-Man 2 for a little period of time.
Wow.
Tell me about Negative Man.
Negative Man is...
Well done.
Where's negatives?
He has a stand at the end of the game. He
outstays
gets a
his
stand.
welcome.
He's okay. Negative Man's okay.
What is his
I
stand
don't
power?
like his...
Making
stand power
things
is-
negative.
He gets a big, like, Chinese dragon monster.
Oh, that's racist.
So if his power is to just make everything negative, is he Schlotz?
Look, I've never been negative in my life.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, never. Not once.
Hmm.
There are these awful side missions with MJ and Miles Morales where you just walk around. It's not stealth. They say it's stealth, but it's not stealth because there's no stealth in it. You can throw infinite amounts of distraction, beeper, noisy, makey things. You can tase any enemy you come across just by walking behind them. And, of course, your character will tell you when it's safe to move to the next location. And it's very obvious where you're supposed to go. And if the point of these sections were to make you wish you were playing as Spider-Man, then good on them, because that's what they made me do. I was happy when I was playing Spider-Man again after playing one of those sections. I've seen a lot of praise for the game in that it's incredibly detailed, like you can high-five people on the middle of the street. Oh, and Spider-Man has different voice lines for when he's exerting himself to when he's just standing still. But then you have like the really obvious details, like the fact that Spider-Man doesn't cast a shadow in headlights. So you
Or
can't
kicks off.
praise the game. You can't praise the game for being super detailed when it's missing.
Or the
these
Twin
glare-
Towers when
as
they
these
don't
glaring
exist.
Or, you know, the rolling on water.
Explain that. Like, I don't understand why that's a thing.
It isn't
I never
anymore.
made-
They patched it out.
Okay.
I didn't know you could do it.
There's a WebM of some guy jumping off of a giant tower, landing on water, and then just instead of like splashing or anything, he just starts rolling.
There's a video of a guy using it to explore New Jersey.
Why would you want to do that?
I think you can like exit the map because when you leave an area, it says, "Oh, you're leaving the mission area. Do you want to?" And a pop-up will show up. I think if you dismiss that at the right time while you're leaving like the island itself, you can like flip out of a boundary and then go and explore everywhere else. Because Spider-Man can swim now, there's nothing stopping you.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, but why would you swim when you could just roll?
The side content in the game is pretty dire. Of course, in order to unlock all the side content, you need to do the Ubisoft climb to the highest point in the section and then synchronize. And you have to do that for like loads of districts, but there's no point because you can web zip all over the city. You can get it done in 20 minutes, so I don't know why they even made you do it in the first place. You can skip the puzzles, you can skip the cutscenes, you can skip the web swinging because you could fast travel. I guess if you could skip the combat, you could kind of not have to play the video game.
Was that supposed to be some sort of hot take, Mitch?
Yeah!
Because you didn't say anything.
I didn't. That's the point.
I'm glad I
skipped his point.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm vindicated in not caring about this game since it was announced.
I didn't like much of the side content because it's all pointless collectibles and garbage and stuff. And of course, I'm pretty sure. Well, I know for a fact that all the DLC is stuff they had in the game originally, and they just cut it all out. Because you can't tell me that they had the Black Cat collectibles all over the city, but then they don't come to a climax at all. And then, next month there's going to be Black Cat DLC. You can't do that. I see through you.
I get it. Black Cat climax. Real funny, Mitch. You got.
I was gonna go.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's also bullshit that you can't see Black Cat's cleavage, but apparently it's okay. We have a Spider-Man costume where he's just in his underwear. I think that's really hypocritical.
What do we do after we talk about video games?
We do
Spider-Man
questions.
PS4. Don't worry about it if you like the game and you don't like me shitting on it because
Then you're wrong.
The next Sony flash in the pan video game is coming out soon, and everyone can talk about that instead. Like the last one was God of
What
War,
is it?
and now it's Spider-Man. So the next one is probably Last of Us.
God of War was more than a flash in the pan. People are still talking
Is
about
it?
it. Yes.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
Are they?
Yes.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
Local man checks on video game. Millions outraged.
Millions.
3.3 million's outraged.
It's
That's
probably
how
just
sold, I
three.
think.
That's how many people watch this or listen to this, rather.
Yeah, 3.3 people.
3 individual people. Sick.
Yeah, questions
And a
next.
black person listen to it, I guess.
Damn. No.
What does that mean?
That wouldn't be 0.3.
3/5. Come on.
What is
No, I don't
3/5?
think that would be. Is that?
No.
that would be-
3/5
be-
is 60%.
Question!
That's not good math.
Hang on.
Okay,
Looking
so we'll,
up a-
we'll craft a question one by one. I'll start. Why? Mitch, go.
Is
Craig.
Why is Craig? All right.
Fish.
Doing.
Did you?
Well, this is already bad, and I feel like we're wasting time.
Alright, so why is Craig doing this is already bad? I feel like we're wasting time.
Shots?
No, that was it. Like
I've
that
got a
was,
question.
that was my addition.
Just repeated the whole thing
scaling
again?
ever be
Yeah.
Can level scaling ever be a good thing?
Why is Craig
Yes.
No.
Why is Craig doing this is a
Well,
bad
I guess we
idea?
got a question, folks. Level scaling. How do you feel about it?
I don't want to talk. That's bullshit. That's a boring question.
All right, Mitch,
Last
think of a
remnant,
better
it's good in
one.
there, so whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a video game? Is there a video game you played that had a significant game mechanic that you didn't know about?
I'm pretty sure we've already done this.
No.
Did we?
No, I don't think we
Yeah,
have.
because I'm pretty sure I remember talking about not knowing how to dodge in most of Metal Gear Rising.
Oh, that might
I
have
don't-
just been you being dumb.
Yeah, I remember hearing you say that, but like I don't remember answering that question.
Oh, well, whatever.
Well, the last.
I mean, the
one-
reason why I didn't know Abby is because you never need to dodge in that game.
Oh,
Last Remnant is like everyone, no one except Abby knows how to play that game. All the gameplay mechanics are esoteric.
Alright, we'll go with that one. Anybody else got anything?
Mine is when I played Fallout 3 for the first time, I didn't know what the currency was. I didn't know that bottle caps were the currency.
Mitch.
So I never picked up bottle caps.
Well,
I never
See, people, this is the average Fallout 3 fan right here.
Well, if you didn't know what the currency was,
Mitch,
what are you
I
talking
think you're
about?
just stupid.
I'm pretty sure they tell you.
No, where?
When
you go to
the
buy
first
something,
town,
they'll be
they
like,
talk
"Hey."
about caps.
Yeah, like you go to when you buy something, they're like, "Hey, give me X amount of caps."
No, I mean like they literally tell you about caps when you go to the first town.
Well, I think I skipped that tutorial.
Yeah, I think you're
because
just-
didn't
No,
know
no,
he said
Mitch,
that.
he walks up to you and tells you about the world. Like you cannot dodge this person.
Well, no, I think there's an option.
Oh yeah, you can
like,
tell
there's
him
a
to fuck
dialogue
off.
option.
Yeah.
There's a dialogue option.
There's a
and-
Daigo option.
Dude.
And there might just be caps question mark as one of the options, and why would I pick that? I
Because
thought
you don't-
money was money, so I was going around collecting ruined money.
Mitch.
Yes.
It's
Whatever.
really stupid.
He can sell that. Make no caps. So
Yeah, you can sell it for caps, but like, why would you sell it for caps? Why would you
Reroll
give
money
it for caps?
is
I don't want to buy it
is
for caps.
good. No, it was a good trade good because it didn't weigh anything. And it cost a fair amount of caps. I found it very frequently.
in 3.
Okay, but like, you can't buy anything with ruined money. You can sell
only
them
buy
for
caps.
Yeah, I know that now.
Yeah, I guess if you have barter. Oh, your amiibo's following you again?
Speaking of Fallout, I guess Caravan New Vegas, but that doesn't really count.
Yeah,
does
I
it?
never played
Not
Caravan.
many.
No one
It's not
knows
a
how to
major
play
mechanic,
Caravan.
though.
Only Arson Jack knows how to play Caravan. I guess nobody here was here for that. Like, pointless joke. Never mind. Delete that.
Delete.
No, I'm trying to think of one. Someone else answer. Well, I'm trying to think of one.
Schultz.
JG.
Imagine
I
how.
already answered.
What was
Imagine how.
yours?
Imagine. Let me talk. Imagine how Obsidian feels like after the wild success of Gwent from The Witcher 3, and they look at their fucking Caravan game. It's like they could have been
Well,
somewhere.
I don't think they explained how to play it very well. Is the problem?
No.
Isn't it just blackjack?
No,
No.
'cause they have actual blackjack in New Vegas.
It's like solitaire, but multiplayer.
So it's not solitaire.
Yeah.
It's duotare.
As I was saying earlier, mine was Metal Gear Rising. I didn't know how to dodge for most of the game. Only after I beat it, people were like,
I
yeah,
know
you
the
can dodge the stuff at the end. I was like, oh, well, I just parried it.
Sorry. I only
All
talked
you have to
over
do is
you.
parry.
You already talked about this, JG. Sorry.
Um,
I got
What's-
a good one. Before I got Monster Hunter Free U, I think, when I played Monster Hunter games like Unite and 1 and 2, Freedom, on like PSP, I didn't know how armor set bonuses worked, so I was running Clown Suit, and Clown Suit wasn't viable at all. Like, I wasn't getting any skills. I thought it was all defense and armor value. In Monster Hunter, I didn't have any of the skills. Oh, it sucks. Yeah. Okay.
oh,
you
I
have to-
I have one actually. When I was a young I liked Golden Sun a lot on the Game Boy Advance. Haven't played it since, so I couldn't tell you how well it holds up. But in Golden Sun, you collect these little critters called Jinn, and you can equip different combinations on them to change your character's classes and what magic they can use. I didn't really understand how this works, and namely, there's a lot of utility spells, or they're called synergy and Golden Sun, whatever. A lot of utility spells that you need to solve puzzles. In particular, one called Whirlwind that you need throughout almost the entire game, and it's possible to remove it if you equip the wrong combination of Jinn. And so what I kept doing was I kept removing it from my character by accident, and then I didn't know how to get it back, so I assumed it was just a bug, and I would restart the whole game. And this happened probably about 3 times. And then I think later, like, I read a guide, or there was like an FAQ or something I read online when I figured out how to use those that explained, oh yeah, no, you just need to change your combination of gin to get it back. So yeah, that was unfortunate. Yeah.
Sick.
So tell us down there in the comments, yes, you, what your mechanic not knowing thing. Mitch, how'd you phrase it again?
Was there ever a game that you would play?
A significant mechanic that you didn't know when you played a game? I don't know.
Yeah, tell us that in the comments, please. I'm begging you. Do the sign off.
Right. Thank you for listening to the Corrupted Save podcast. We hope you enjoyed listening. If you want to hear more from us, you can go to lowbudgetstreams.co.uk for round-the-clock streaming content. Go to our SoundCloud and iTunes. Really helps us out. You can maybe listen to the podcast a little bit earlier than when it appears on the site. So, thank you for listening. Oh, bye.
What are you guys going to do for
Please leave a comment so that we know we're not just podcasting into the void.
Leave a comment on this web zone.
What are you guys going to do for MDST?
Next, Devil May Cry 3.
Yeah, so come watch Devil May Cry 3.
Every Saturday at about noon.
Get ready for next episode. It's going to be a Halloween spooktacular.
Whoa!
We literally said that about this episode, by the way.
No, last one was.
No,
This is Spooktember.
Yeah, it was Spooktember. That's what
Next
it was.
is Spook.
Why?
No, but in the last episode we said this was going to be a spooktacular.
Yeah, this is part 2 of Spooktember.
October is Spooktember Part 2.
Is Halloween Town Part 5?